Hey, Zen Disc Golf, we're out here today at Bobcat. We're getting ready to start the back nine. If you haven't already, go check out the front nine video. Other than that, we'll be getting into this. All right, guys, hole 10 here on the back nine at Bobcat Run. Gonna try to take this evidence and just get a nice little backhand out this way. Now, she should stable up pretty well on this backhand, so we'll see how this goes. Not a great kick off that tree, but we should still have a birdie look. Let's see what we can do with this one. Looks like we're kind of behind this tree a little bit. Slight little straddle here. Hopefully we can pick up another birdie. That was just a little to the right, but she'll drop. All right, hole 11, otherwise known as Hot's Knob. Sits right up here on top of the hill. You can kind of see that. We're going to take this rive and do a nice little flare skip again. I really like this course for its flare skip ability. Other than that, we'll try to get it just nice and straight down through this little service road that's right here and get it to flare up there to the left. Oh, well, it was a good kick off of it. It was a little higher than I wanted. Looks like we're just going to have to do a nice little layup here. This is too risky to run. There is that big backdrop. So we're just going to try to get it up there next to the pin. Yep, that'll work. All right, guys, see you on hole 12. It's on the hole 12 here. Ended up getting a nice little tap out for a par back there on Hot's Knob, hole number 11. We're going to try to take this drive and keep it nice and straight down this fairway, and then hopefully just fades out ever so slightly over to the right. And I turned it over straight into that tree. Dead center of the fairway up through there, so that's at least the best of the scenarios. I'm gonna have to try to take this rive and still play the forehand route down straight, even though we gotta go over to the right and let us get a little flare up, hopefully. All right, let's see what we can do with her. Yeah, we should have at least a bid for a birdie. Whether we'll make that or not, that would be the question to ask. Because we got a real good scramble shot off of that second one there. Like I said, hopefully we can capitalize and take a birdie on this. If not, we're at least going to take a par, hopefully. Oh, nope, that's definitely a par. Yeah, that's a par. On the hole 13, wasn't able to capitalize on that birdie after that scramble shot, but that's all right. That still leaves us at, what, 6 down? Yeah, I believe we had 6 down after 10 there. All right, guys, let's get this grace right up through there. I've been feeling real comfortable with this with my forehands. So let's see if we can keep that comfort with the grace still. Oh, yeah. Skip in. Ooh, I just hit the bottom of the cage, y'all. All right, walking up. You can see where she hit the bottom of the cage at least. Just sitting right there in front. We'll be able to capitalize for a birdie with that one. Hole 14, I think I'm gonna try the range on a forehand, just up through that center gap. And it should stay pretty much straight through there. Maybe a slight bit of fade. We could get a little pop up too, though. All right, here it goes. Just over the top of the basket, a little long. Should have a birdie look. I'd say probably about 20, 25. All right, we did leave ourselves with at least a look. Like I said, probably about 20, 25. Oh, this is movable. I just need to at least move it a little bit out of the way here. There we go. All right. What else we got grabbing me? All right, see if we can't get this in there for another birdie. Yes, sir. All right, guys, I think that puts us at like 8 down now after that birdie on 13. On the hole 15 here, I'm gonna try to take this drive and actually get it to stay straight this time and hopefully not too much of a turnover or a tree involved. All right, here it goes. Oh, tree was involved, but it was a good tree. So that actually gives us a nice little eagle look. We did leave ourselves with a nice eagle look here. Got a nice little skip in, just sitting over here off to the right of where the marsh is on the left. Let's see if we can't get this popped up in there for an eagle. Yeah, baby. I believe that'll put us at 10 down now. And this is probably one of my most goated rounds out here, and I'm glad you guys are all with me today to enjoy it. Hole 16, I'm gonna take this musket and hopefully just get a nice little pop up over the top of the hill there in the center. We do have a double mando, tree on the left and then tree on the right on the top there. And we're gonna see if we can get this up there in a nice little hyzer. Hopefully not skip down over the hill to the next tee box. We'll have an outside circle bid for a birdie at least. All right, guys, we do have a birdie look here, but if I miss this, we're looking at a par at best, bogey at worst. So we're just gonna lay up and take the par. Beautiful layup. All right, guys, see you on hole 17. Hole 17, fortunate enough, we just took a par back there after that eagle. Definitely could have been worse, but I am gonna be brave on this one and throw a forehand turnover with the brave and hopefully put us up next to the basket. It's looking a little clear up through there today. So I'm actually going to take a chance and risk the biscuit. Not too sure how that'll be, but I mean, it's going to be up by the basket, past it probably. All right, guys, remember about that biscuit I was talking about? We lost it a little bit. She's way back in here. I told you we were going to probably belong to this. She actually got a lot more flip up than I thought. There's a headwind over in here. So we're just going to have to try to get this tossed up that way for a par. Oh, that was horrible. Horridly horrible. Well, hopefully you guys can see me from that camera angle because I'm going to take a bid from over there. All right, if you don't see me, you'll at least be able to see the basket. Yeah, I got a nice little par save on that. Luckily, didn't get too much of a biscuit lost. Again, thank you. If you've made it this far into the video, please drop a like, subscribe, and comment down below on today's round, things you want to see on the channel, and more. Other than that, I want to thank you all again very, very much. I appreciate all the support, and we're going to get on to this last hole here. Now she's up on the hill, and I didn't really want it up there, but we should have a good attack with a forehand. Hopefully y'all can see me. I'm just going to walk up here, and I'm going to throw the strive again. I'm going to throw a forehand. You can see the basket out there going towards that silver truck. Other than that, got a nice little spot here. I can see where I was. I'm going to try to get a nice forehand over that way. She just need a 1-2 step here. Let's see if we can capitalize and make us a nice little birdie here just outside circle. I'd say probably about 15-20 feet outside of it. See if we can't get her tossed up there for a bird. Finish her out that way. There we go. Let's go, guys. That should put us at 10 down for the round. All right, guys, I kind of cut myself off back there on 18, but I want to thank you guys again for liking the videos, subscribing, and sharing the videos. Please do as much sharing as possible. Please comment as much as possible down below. I want to see your guys' opinions on things, so please get it out there, get your voice heard. Got things coming in the future, just like from the last video. We got merchandise that'll be coming out, hopefully. Other than that, guys, we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you very much for joining.